MSRP stands for MIT Summer Research Program.
MSRP-Bio, which is where I am, branches off into two different kind of studies of science, biology and then neuroscience.
The whole goal of the MSRP-Bio program is to find students who have shown academic excellence but lack the opportunities that many other students have at Ivy League type schools. The best way to really introduce students to the true MIT culture is to bring them here for 10 weeks.
My expectations of MIT were that it was going to be really cutthroat and really competitive, which is not true at all. MIT is a bunch of nerds who are willing to help other nerds learn and make mistakes and be human beings.
It was just a very welcoming environment from everyone, from the people that I met in the program, from faculty, other graduate students and postdocs, and everyone was just very curious and passionate.
My favorite thing about the MSRP students is just the energy they have. It reminds everyone about the joy of doing research.
My most exciting experience was when I got my first protein. I just felt like this bundle of joy swell up inside me. What I really like about basic science, what really calls me, is the fact that it's very simple, it's very pure, it's very noble. The researcher fulfills his or her curiosity, and afterwards someone else can find a way to put that in practice in our society.
You're able to study things because they're cool, but you're also able to contribute to the knowledge pool.
And I just love it when the undergrads come in and they just like, oh, you know how to do this? Well, I know how to do this. Let's teach each other things. And so they realize that they have something really important to contribute. That's so much fun when I see that happening.
They can actually show their talents to our faculty and also learn really what it is to be a grad student in a cutting-edge school. And it's really nice to see them be successful, graduate with PhDs, and then go on to get really strong postdoctoral fellowship. And we even have, a couple of them who are faculty, including one right next door to me, Eliezer.
My first experience with MIT was as an MSRP student. Then I joined the Department of Biology as a PhD student, and now I am an assistant professor. When MSRP students come to my lab, I want them not only to get trained into laboratory techniques, but I also want them to integrate to the culture of the lab, interact with the grad students so that they can feel what it's like to be a graduate student at MIT.
Currently, I am in the lab of Dr. Drennan, and I have participated in MSRP in her lab for 2 summers prior.
I love it when the MSRP students come back, and a number of them have. And so some students like Sheena were here 3 summers, which is just really wonderful because you really hit the ground running that way.
The interesting thing about MSRP is that it's just more than a summer research program. At MSRP, you are part of the MIT community.
Some of the highlights of my MSRP experiences have been listening to different faculty members talk about their science and also give us students advice on graduate school applications. I also enjoyed participating in the poster sessions at the end of the summer program, where I got the chance to sharpen my presentation skills.
You're with a bunch of other college students that are all looking towards applying to grad school or MD, PhDs, and you're all kind of freaking out. And that's amazing because you're able to look at each other and talk about your different insecurities or anxieties.
A lot of my other friends are either coming into graduate school here or are already graduate students here and serve as mentors for me with transitioning from undergrad to graduate school.
The experience that I've had so far has taught me that I should really look out for the people that are around me, because not only do I get closer to those people, but I also learn what I might want to do. And if I find something interesting, then I can really check out more resources.
You feel like you're part of an incredibly important time in their life where they're figuring out kind of who they are and what they want to do. And then when they're here over the summer and they're doing things and getting these results and talking science at this MIT level, they're like, man, I feel like I could do this. Like, I could do this for real.
My favorite thing is to see how much they mature during these 10 weeks, how much they learn, how much they get along, how much they bring to the community by their own, enthusiasm and questions and curiosity.
I'd really like to go to graduate school. I was uncertain about it before I entered the program. But after I came in, by 2 weeks, I was already, wow, this is what I really want to do. I really like the people, I like the passion, I like the research that they're doing.
Even if you're not completely confident or completely sure, put yourself out there. That's the best thing you can do for yourself.
The biggest reward is to see them go on and really succeed.
Only advice, apply.